I recently posted a video to help viewers get ready for the 2025-26 ski season and gave some advice for how to find some hidden gem ski areas. You know, the ones that are not very crowded because nobody knows about them but ski like the more popular resorts. I took my own advice and came up with 5 new areas I would like to try in the near future. I created this list by looking at mostly unknown areas found on the Indy Pass. Why that list? It has over 270 areas all over the world, and I figured there must be at least 5 that would tempt me to plan a trip. I actually found more than that, but will keep the list to just 5. I first narrowed down the resorts by looking at the area's vertical feet. I immediately excluded anything with less than 2,000. Then I looked for places off the beaten path that looked interesting enough to ski for 3 or 4 days. As always, I am hoping for viewers like you to chime in with your comments. Perhaps you have skied one of these places and can provide first-hand experience as to what it is like. Maybe it is way too crowded to be considered a hidden gem, or maybe you have your own hidden gem you think should be shared with the community. I'm interested in your opinion, as are a number of other viewers. Before creating this list, I had never heard of Montana Snow Bowl. The thing that stood out is the 2,600 vertical feet, and I had to give the trail map a look. Now I know an artist can make a ski area look much better than it really is, but this map matches with the expected vertical drop. Snow Bowl is located just outside of Missoula and within a 4-hour drive of Big Sky, Whitefish, or Schweitzer. It might be nice to include the ski area in a larger road trip. Their skiing begins in mid-December and runs through the beginning of April. I have heard of Tamarack, as it is one of the newest ski areas in the United States. My kids used to drive by it every season on their way to Brundage and McCall, where the girls had an annual Super G. It is a little over 2 hours outside of Boise and has a whopping 2,800 vertical feet with 3 high-speed, 2 fixed grip, and 2 surface lifts. If you want to hit 2 relatively unknown ski areas in a single trip, you could head to both Tamarack and Brundage. In the past, I have been rightfully accused of not including enough Canadian ski areas. While I know about quite a few in Canada, I had never heard of Big White Ski Resort until compiling this list. The first thing I noticed is that it is in the middle of nowhere. The easiest way to get there is to fly into Kelowna with an airport code of YLW. It can be done for about $250 from Seattle or $540 from Salt Lake City on Alaska Airlines. You also have the option of driving for 6.5 hours from Seattle. If you find yourself at Revelstoke, it is only 3 hours from there. Once again, the 2,550 vertical feet with 16 lifts got me excited. I looked at the trail map and think this place could have the goods and be a really fun place to ski. As with other areas on this list, it opens at the end of November and stays open through the beginning of April. Castle Mountain Resort is another Canadian area I discovered while creating this list and has the most vertical feet of any place on this list with 2,845. It is 2.5 hours outside of Calgary, but only 1.5 from Fernie. It has 5 chair and 2 surface lifts to get skiers to the top. They see an average of 335 inches of snow each season. Castle Mountain used to have cat skiing, but that ended last season as they are in the process of installing the new Stagecoach Express lift, which is expected to open this upcoming season. I'm sure the locals are excited for it when it does. I wanted to include an eastern ski area, and Cannon Mountain stood out with the most vertical feet at 2,180. Like Snowbird, it has a tram along with 1 high-speed, 2 fixed grip, and 2 surface lifts. While researching the area, I really enjoyed going through the resort's history on their website. They created the first professional and paid ski patrol in the US and hosted the first World Cup races on this side of the pond. One more thing that stood out is that they allow uphill traffic and let skiers skin up the hill, provided they have an uphill season's pass. They even provide non-transferable armbands to help identify who has the right to do so. Well, those are the 5 areas I found with a quick bit of research. I'm interested in how I did. Please provide your feedback in the comments below, and as usual, don't forget to click the like icon and subscribe if you haven't already done so, as there are more videos on the way.